I don't know how to navigate this world.
Yeah.
So I am so glad that I've locked my wife down, trapped her.
You grandfathered her in.
Grandfathered her in. I have the rollover package with her.
Yes, exactly.
Our marriage rolls over year to year. Welcome to The Worst Asian Podcast, where a couple Asian American millennials give you our shitty opinions on all things Asian. My name is Lingjie. I am here with my co-host, Ben.
Yo, what's up, man?
You need to bring the energy. This is part 2 of a doubleheader.
That's right.
If
Treat it like it's the last episode of our life.
The things we do to create this shitty content.
Yo, Lingjie is literally my manager. Like, come on, man. This is where we go over, all right?
Oh, okay. Oh, one thing that we want to talk about is Ben had I, Lingjie, do 99% of the work here.
Yeah, that's changing to 98 now.
Every once in a while, I give Ben some menial tasks.
Yes.
To help him feel important.
Just to keep myself distracted.
Stir this pot of boiling water.
You know, it's like those little fidget toys. What do you call a fidget spinner?
I gave Ben the task of making us some business cards.
Yeah.
Even though I had to give him 99% of the instructions.
Yeah.
To the point where I might as well have just done it myself. Anyways, Ben made some nice business cards for us.
Are they?
Well, the design I like because I designed it.
Oh my God, this guy. But yes, anyway, go on after you're done fluffing yourself.
Sometimes we get to the point where we're meeting people in IRL, in real life.
Oh, shoot.
Instead of constantly taking phones and exchanging Instagrams or exchanging emails.
Yeah.
It's nice to bring back the old school business cards and just hand someone a business card.
Pow.
It has all information, our number, our email, our website.
Social security, everything.
Social security, all that.
Yeah.
Side question. You think
What's
it's
up?
weird, like when you meet people, instead of exchanging phone numbers, you exchange Instagrams or something?
No, I do it all the time.
Seriously.
No, seriously.
You don't give out your phone numbers to people that you meet.
It's a really good segue, actually, into what we were talking about on today's topic. I do it. And I'll explain why. But unless you want me to just explain like full depth right now.
Okay, give me the abbreviated Cliff Notes version of why it's not weird to exchange Instagrams.
It's safer in a way. With Instagram, you can still control how much stuff you're getting, receiving, and giving. And you couldn't always just play it off like, oh, I didn't see it, or I'm barely on this thing. But when you have someone's phone number, it's really hard to finesse. Like, yo, I called you like 3 times. You didn't pick up, or I texted you. You get what I'm saying?
Call me a boomer, but I think giving someone a number seems much more personable and
It is.
serious. If I'm giving you my number, it's because I think we're going to do serious business or have a serious relationship,
I
right?
agree. That's what I'm saying. So if you give just like your IG or social, it's like, okay, we're like casual. But if you're like, yo, deep in our
But you
relationship.
still give your telephone number in like serious times when...
Oh, yes, of course.
Like if it's someone that you're meeting for a connection that you can network through for a job or something, you'll give them your number.
Yeah. Imagine it's like, hey, so I got the job. All right, great. Here's my Insta. It's like, I'll start Tuesday. Great. I'll see you then.
Here's my Instagram. You'll find all my information there.
Yeah.
I don't need to fill out an application form.
You could do my direct deposit on Instagram, actually.
Here's my Venmo address.
Yeah.
That's all you need to get hired. You need Instagram and your Venmo address.
It's getting to the point where I feel like you need a social media, especially for jobs, because they look at that now. They're like, yo, are you a weirdo? Do
Like
something
they're
else?
scouting you to see if you're weird.
Yes. Or even just like some places want personality. They want something like, oh, what sticks about you?
Or just that you're not like a creeper on the internet, do you think?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really have a social media. I never had one. Like the last real social media thing I had was back in college, like Facebook.
Yeah.
That's the last time I took it seriously.
God damn it, Mark Zuckerberg.
But because of this podcast, I've had to reinvigorate this relationship with social media.
I like that.
Through
That's
the
true.
whole like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok phase.
Shit.
I wasn't there for any of that. And now being a part of it, I can see where it's all consuming. It's like a shitty black hole.
Yo, dude, yeah, it is. That's why like I try to moderate the amount of social media I'm actually on. Are you using it or is it using you? But yeah, like phone numbers, I definitely give it out if it's something more serious.
When they're courting a mate.
Oh, okay.
We're going to bring back another ongoing... Is this a series?
Yes.
We've already had 2 death battles.
Pow.
The very first one was... What the fuck was the very first one?
I forgot.
What was the first death battle?
Alcohol.
Oh, K-Town versus C-Town. Chinatown versus Koreatown.
Yes.
And then after that, we did Korean weddings versus
Chinese weddings.
Chinese weddings.
Pow.
Today, we're bringing back another ongoing edition of a death battle.
Mm-hmm.
Married life versus single life.
Oh.
Okay, Ben, you're single.
Yeah, I think so.
Is this by choice?
Yes, it's definitely by choice.
Perfect.
Are you, sir, married by choice? If not, I need you to blink 3 times. It's okay.
I'm going to say yes because I mean it, and I'm keeping my eyelids very open.
He does have his wedding ring on.
I'm keeping my eyelids very open.
Yes, very open. He's not blinking.
You know what's going to be weird about this particular episode?
What?
You have to shit on me being married, but you have to walk this very delicate line of not shitting on my wife while you do it.
Oh, shit. I'm going to be like, yo, so I know a guy that's married. Allegedly. I'm going to use that line.
It's not me. It's someone that looks like me and lives in the same house.
Yes. Oh, man. She is totally going to give me the death stare.
How do you want to do this? You want to do the pros and cons first? Let's talk about the pros.
Yeah. So, Lingjie, man of the hour. What are the pros of being married?
As is the nature with all things in life, we can boil it down to money.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Maybe this is
Strong start, sir.
I was going to say, maybe this is not what I should lead off with in terms of marriage, but
strong start. I like this. Okay.
I have the benefits.
All right. Bring the heat.
We had the benefit of dual income.
Oh, yeah.
As in, when you're married, both partners
Bring that bread. Yeah.
So
the
you're
moolah.
doubling up on how much earning potential you have in the house.
That is true.
Now, to counter that point, I don't have a job right now. I am a full-time house dad, so
I'm pretty sure I just robbed you while you're in the bathroom. But
having
yes.
money is not the same thing as making money.
Oh.
When you have money, you'll learn the difference.
I wish I knew both. I wish I knew both, sir. Please.
You want to give me your first benefit of being single?
Freedom. That's like the biggest thing.
Freedom?
Peace of mind in the sense of like, it's kind of nice just being able to like do what I want on my time.
I'm looking at you with very envious eyes.
We've got to tread very lightly, sir.
But I know a person that's looking at you with very envious eyes.
Actually, I see them looking through the window as we speak. Hey, get out of here. I see you. Some people just get into relationships. I'm not saying you, but some people do get into relationships because they just are lonely. And I think that's kind of sad. It's like, I like being alone.
If you're lonely, then finding someone to be with is not a dumb reason, right? Am I missing something here?
What I'm saying is that some people just get into relationships just because that's what they think they're supposed to, but they don't realize, like, am I doing this for myself or for them? When it gets more serious, it's like, yo, are you getting married because you really wanted to get married?
Or you're just doing it because you're at that point in your life where you think you've reached these milestones and you have to get married.
Yeah, and then sometimes, like, just people that are, like, just been together for so long, they're like, oh, now you have to get married.
I will give some benefit to younger millennials and Gen Zers now that lots of people that have been together for an extended period of time that choose to make a choice not to legally get married. As in, they're still partners, they live together, they do all the things that you would typically think of a married couple, but they just, haven't signed the papers or done the ceremony.
I don't know, man. I call cap, but I'll give respect to that. I know what you mean, though.
Do you ever get too lonely, though? Freedom?
Oh.
Can you get too lonely?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I always say this. I really do enjoy being single. I think for most part, my love life has been very rewarding. Not to go into specifics, but it's been generous. Yes.
Love life, rewarding, and generous. These are not the words
of a humble man. But at the same time, there's some nights where I just miss that, that real intimacy, like that real life partner. That I do miss.
So you're kind of like distinguishing between having a fling,
having fun,
as opposed to having like a long,
deep, intimate, actual, like, oh, this is my partner. I can confine in her.
Okay.
And that's the thing, dude, like a lot of people, they'll die to be in your position where you got your high school sweetheart. You're like that movie Up.
Dude, they die at the end.
Well, I didn't want to get there.
Actually, they start off by dying.
Actually, this we have a friend of ours.
Okay.
Our fat friend. He's gonna hear this. He's like, this motherfucker is talking shit.
I like how we're like reeling in our personal friends without their names, just with descriptive words about them.
Oh man, we're gonna spill the beans eventually. But we were watching Up, and then I was like, yo, it's such a depressing movie because of the beginning scene, right?
Exactly.
But you know what he said? And it really struck a chord with me because I was like, wow. But he said, if you think about it, why would you be sad? He's so fortunate to live that. He got to meet the love of his life at a young age, and it looked like for the most part, he was happy and had fun with her.
Yeah.
He got to spend that much time with her. It's just now it's his time or her time.
You know what? I know this guy that you're talking about.
Yeah.
He does not seem like the kind of person that would say this.
Dude.
Those are very
sentimental.
inspirational words.
Yeah. Because he's depressing as fuck sometimes.
He is. Just look at him.
He's gonna be in this car right now. He's gonna be these motherfuckers. These fucking fucks.
He's literally in this car right now. Whenever this episode,
he finished work. He's on the highway.
he's probably stuck in traffic.
That's exactly. He's like, I'm gonna call these fuckers right now. That's what he's thinking. But he said that, and I was like, holy shit. That's like the beauty of life. As like finding that partner, you get to experience that. I'm not saying, marriage is hard. I'm not even married. And I know it's fucking hard. I look at my parents. I'm like, yo, God bless you guys. I respect it. And I look forward to it. But yeah, there's definitely times where like I'm out. And dude, sometimes I'm with a girl. I'm like, God, you're just not it.
you mean like not this wife material.
Yeah, man. It gets sad out there. Yo, I had this one girl, I remember. At one point, she asked me what kind of credit cards I had. I was like, bitch, like...
These are some weird icebreakers.
Lingjie, sir, what I'm saying is that it's kind of funky out there, bro. It's a little weird out there. Like, they want to know your credit score. The correct terminology is a gold digger.
If the environment is only giving you these options, maybe you might as well just choose to be single.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I always say this. If like a friend of mine or whatever... he's like, I don't know. Maybe I want to be single. I always give him the warning, this disclaimer, like, hey, it's fun. But if you have a good woman, you got to fight to keep her because there's not a lot of good women.
That goes into my next pro about being married.
Let's hear it.
And it speaks a lot to everything that you just talked about.
Gang.
The world is a really weird ass place right now.
Is it now? Yeah.
I can't imagine being out in this environment in 2022 and trying to find a spouse.
That would be so funny though. That would be a great experiment.
Me? Going out?
You get like the hall pass? And I just watch you like I'm holding a beer. It's like, all right, Lingjie, go get him. You're like, what the fuck am I doing?
I don't know how to navigate this world.
Yeah.
So I am so glad that I've locked my wife down, trapped her.
You grandfathered her in.
Grandfathered her in. I have the rollover package with her.
Yes, exactly.
Our marriage rolls over year to year. I'm so glad that I'm not out there having to deal with all this bullshit.
It's a crazy...
it's a weird dynamic because if I'm out there... I'm trying to find a spouse. Like with me, if I was hypothetically single, I don't think I would be out there dating to have, what was the two adjectives you used? What the fuck?
Oh, generous and rewarding.
Rewarding.
Sounds like a Ponzi scheme.
I don't think I would be out there looking for a generous and rewarding time. I would probably be out there scouting for like my next starting pitcher.
Yeah. You'll be like, yo, I only got one draft pick.
I think that's one of the other pros about being married.
Definitely.
You have another one?
I don't want to sound like a douchebag, but I guess choices.
Yeah, that's another branch of freedom like you talked about.
Yeah, just options, I guess.
Not being locked down to anything.
Yeah, and it's funny. This is the first time I feel like I'm actively deciding not to pursue something serious.
Oh, that's kind of true.
Going back to our friend, the one that drives on the highway, he's always like, hey, you should... He jokes about it, but I'm pretty sure he kind of means like, yo, just get her pregnant. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Is he a gold digger? Because he's the one that sounds like a gold digger.
He's saying in the sense, yo, maybe you just need to bite the bullet and just settle down. The only way that's going to happen is if I...
This sounds like more like he's insulting your ability to get married beyond knocking someone up.
Yo, I mean, actually, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But even for me, I'm like, I think I have a better chance of knocking someone up than getting married.
You've said that.
I've said that. Even I said that. But yeah, this is the first time I'm like, oh, I actively don't want to be in a relationship.
You're choosing to have.
I'm being very, very particular for once. I felt like before I was, how do you say it, letting the other Ben think.
Talking about your eggplant?
My penis. Yes, my penis.
Your penis?
My penis.
Is that your nickname for it? I really had a point about choice until you interrupted me with your penis comment.
Taking your time, thinking, about being pregnant, getting someone pregnant.
Oh, I have a point. I think I was trying to say that your freedom of choice is a benefit of being single.
Yes.
But that is also a privilege of being a man.
That is very, very true, sir. You aren't wrong.
Because imagine a female version of Ben.
Yep.
Benarita.
Man, she is very hefty and hairy.
She's very hairy.
Oh, man. Oh, man. For my future wife, if we have a daughter.
Not all single people have that benefit, especially the females.
Yeah.
There is a biological clock. And if women want to have kids at some point in their life, unfortunately, they have to go up against that wall and...
Yeah, you nailed it on the head, man. Like, they feel that pressure, their biological clock. And then throw in, like, if you're Asian and, the societal norms, right?
Yeah,
like,
you got the cultural pressure as well.
It's like, oh, you're in your 30s and now you're like, oh, there must be something wrong with her.
Not that that's true, but lots of people think that.
Unfortunately, some people will just make horrible assumptions, generalizations.
If you have
it's unfair.
Aunts or uncles or friends of your parents, and they see you, Ben, or a female version of Ben, they'd be like, they'd be super judgmental. I think there's something wrong with you.
Oh my, Benita's too hairy. She should have gotten the laser surgery. I told you,
That does suck, though.
Yeah.
That really does suck.
So going back to you saying about choice, I'm very well aware of that privilege. It is, and I don't want to toot my own horn or
Not to shit on you, but
shit.
I love shitting on you.
Do it, man.
You know what? To shit on you,
Diarrhea.
A lot of people
Diarrhea all over.
in your position would be focusing on hustle culture maybe and trying to make that bread as much as you can.
Yeah.
You're not doing either.
I actually think I am. This is the first time in my life where I'm financially much better from years ago. I remember, dude, do you remember, I think it was all of us were all on in a group call, and then our friend that's ending work soon, I told him about
his drive is almost back home.
Yeah, he's actually listening as we speak.
He's probably taking exit 5 right now off the highway.
He's gonna walk through that door right now. he's gonna break through the Hulk and shit.
Yes, we were on the phone call.
But dude, I was a dumbass where I was talking about paying off my credit card and I was paying the minimum.
Oh yes.
You don't remember that?
I do remember that.
This is a decade ago, dude. I didn't understand the logic.
To give some context to all this, younger version of Ben had credit card debt, and he was only paying the minimum amount, and he thought he was doing nothing wrong.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure your mouths were open over the phone. What are you doing? It's like, yeah, I'm paying the minimum. Eventually, it's like, did you see how much you're going to be, how long that's going to take to pay off, right?
Because the credit card companies charge you a lot of interest.
Exactly.
In the 20s, 30%.
Yes, I thought interest was a good thing. See, I was like, oh, they have interest in me. I love it.
They're interested in my debt.
Yeah. I was like, oh, thank you. Oh, higher the better. Let's do it. See, you're like, isn't that just common sense?
Yeah, this is why schools need to give a class on financial literacy.
I fucking agree.
Just have some basic information.
Bro, yeah. And thank God for you guys when you told me that. Yeah, my credit score was shit. Everything, I don't have the necessary assets like you guys, but I actually have some assets finally.
So you're in a better financial situation.
I'm in a much, much better financial situation.
And that's what you're trying to focus your time on.
Yeah, man.
This is a very small side story, but this is just to give a story of, number one, how poor Ben was.
Oh, my God.
And number two, how good of a friend Lingjie
am.
Oh,
my God. This motherfucker. All right, but yes. Oh, man. It was bad times.
You may see where this is going. There was a time when Ben and I were young. We were teenagers. We were young. Ben comes from a very not well-off family. Not to anyone's fault,
They made
obviously.
some bad financial decisions.
But there was a time when we were younger, and Ben was wearing sneakers to the point where they had holes in them.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Ben never complained about them. To his credit, young Ben, young pudgy fat Ben, never complained about it.
Yes, now hairy Ben. Hairy pudgy Ben.
I don't know where young Lingjie had the money from, but
You had money.
Somehow, a theme of my life, I guess.
Yeah, it's literally your destiny. It's the arc of the superhero.
I lent Ben enough money to buy some Air Force Ones.
Air Force Ones. I was going to say.
White Nike
the
sneakers
white
and
ones,
stuff.
the low ones, the low tops.
Trendy at the time.
They still are.
I don't know if Ben has paid me back, actually.
No, I paid you back, bro.
Did you?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
No,
I had to pay you back.
We assume you paid me back.
I had to pay you back.
I cannot.
That one, I had to.
It's not guaranteed that you pay me back because we cannot remember.
Fuck, where are those? We don't have receipts. I don't think Facebook was even a thing.
This was Zanga times.
I swear to God, I paid you back. I had to have paid you back.
I don't know about that.
I got the job at McDonald's. I swear I had to because I feel like you would have never have let that down. Like, yo, you remember the interest? Like the banks?
I have an interest in you.
that $100 turns into like 10,000 now. But yeah, I remember I wanted to keep those sneakers, the ones that hold, so I could remember
your humble beginnings.
And then they threw it out. I was so pissed. But see, you figured your shit out when you were a lot younger. I didn't. I couldn't, and I didn't know how to until like now, where I was like, okay, let me stop getting distracted by the females and just really look at myself and like see what am I doing. So
for those that know about this new reoccurring segment, the weigh-in, Ben's weekly weigh-in.
There you go.
This episode is recorded the same time as the last episode. So, Ben, how much weight have you lost in the last half an hour?
Approximately, I think, just from the sweat and the humidity, probably lost another 3 kilograms. So I think I'm at a whopping 46 kilograms.
How many stones is that?
I think that is 86 kilojoules.
I think that's electricity.
Kilowatts?
Okay, done with that segment, just in case anyone bitched that we forgot it this week. We're literally recording this back-to-back with the other one.
Yes. What about you, man? Can you give me another pro of the married life?
I'm all about stability and consistency.
Yeah.
Marriage gives you that consistency that you have as a foundation.
That is true.
For the rest of your life. If you have a good, solid marriage to fall back on.
That's true.
Exactly. What do you have to fall back on, Ben?
my dog, and my parents.
And your parents.
Especially my parents. But there is a catch.
There is a catch. The catch is
I can't have sex with them. Was that the catch?
I don't know why I'm laughing at this joke.
You like that one? That caught you.
That caught me off guard.
Thank you.
Safety net.
Safety net.
In terms of emotional safety net.
Yes.
You definitely don't have that.
I mean, I have you guys.
And don't get. No, I was literally just gonna say, don't fucking count me. You're way too heavy to catch. Let's go into the cons about being single and about being married.
Ooh.
Now, I need to tread extra lightly during this segment.
My man, you need to be like Jesus and walk on this water. That's what you need to do, sir.
I know without a doubt in my mind that there are zero negatives of being married.
Oh my God, this guy.
But I have a friend who allegedly has some negatives.
I think I know this friend. Yes,
okay.
yes.
I'm going to let you go first, though. What's so bad about being single? What's bad?
The glooming depression. No.
I can't tell if you're being serious.
No. You know what it was, man? Single life can be fun, but it can go out of control.
Like you start spiraling out of control?
And you can meet the person that can help you spiral down. So one of the cons, I guess, dating or just being single is you just really don't know the person. I'm at an age where it's harder to find people around my age.
Oh, you mean like the people that... Excuse me, I just burped.
Marriage burp.
That's a negative about being married.
It's like acid reflux.
Right. So the people that you're meeting out there aren't the ones that are of your similar interest, age, and everything?
Right. So I can make like a reference. Hey, remember Nickelodeon? They're like, what?
Oh,
who the
just
hell
not things in common.
I mean, it's not the end all, but there is a difference.
Isn't it nice sometimes to meet someone that you don't have a lot in common with, and then you learn things about each other and each other's interests?
Yes and no. If I like absolutely just don't get it. If you're into like cosplay and video games, I'm probably not gonna really.
Yo, that sounds cool.
I mean, maybe oh shit, maybe to you. But for me, example, like music, right? Let's just say.
Okay.
Now it's so different. A lot of musicians don't even play instruments.
Yeah,
So
they do the beeps and the bops.
beep and the boop. Scooby doo pop pop.
What do people play at the club? Is it just the beeps and the bops?
They get the USB stick and they plug it in. They go yo play volume 11. No, I mean there are some legit real live DJs that are great, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so weird. The dating apps, but also that leads to catfishing.
Can you explain what catfishing is?
Catfishing is the beautiful art of deceiving someone by pretending something you're not. I definitely know there was this one girl I matched and I met up with her. She was not what she was in the picture.
You're talking about physically being catfished.
Yes, physically.
But it's still the same person.
Dude.
Okay, unless someone's giving like a different person's
that's
picture.
Called a red flag, sir. Right off the bat.
Is this still catfishing if someone takes their best picture they've ever taken in their life and they use that as their profile, but it's still them? It just happens to be the best picture they've ever taken. Best light, great time.
Best weight.
Best... hey. Fat people shouldn't be calling other people fat.
I didn't say that, sir.
Is that still catfishing them? It's still them?
Best health. All right, how about this then? If you're saying like they're going to show me like their college picture and like they're clearly like 35 now, that's the person you're probably not anymore. That's over a good solid decade. I can admit that. Dude, I was paying the minimum on my credit card over a decade ago. I'm not that same person anymore.
You're not.
If I can change, that person could definitely change. Yeah, man. I should have been a red flag because she invited me over to her place.
So she invited you right over?
She invited me right over late at night. When I entered the premises, it was dark as fuck. So that should have been a red flag.
This is like the beginning of a true crime story.
Oh my God, yeah. Or a funny ass prank. Or a fucking Dateline, Chris Henson or some shit. That's seriously.
Hold on a sec. I'm
up?
processing your story. You say she catfished you.
Yes.
But she invited you over after the date.
It wasn't even a date. She just invited me
straight over from the app to the date.
Straight to the point. But yeah. And that's like a funny story. I've heard stories where on the girl side, oh my gosh, like this one girl told me she was just really naive, but she actually lent some dude money.
I mean, nothing against your friend, but that's stupid.
Actually, there was times where the female thought I was fake. So it was like, are you trying to catfish me? So that's not you.
I want to see your profile picture.
Oh man, that's
all right, guys.
No.
I can't do a live poll because
that app is gone.
What app are you using right now?
I don't have an app.
You don't have an app?
No.
You've deleted everything.
I don't try to do the dating app, really. I try to keep old school, you know what I mean? Be a creep in public. I'll go to a Barnes & Noble and be like, hey, that's your favorite book? That's my favorite book.
You're not about that cyber stalking?
Nah, man. I do the real deal, you know what I'm saying?
These are real life stalking.
Yeah, man, the real deal,
You know, like I said, I have a friend who's married.
Oh, okay.
And supposedly he says in good spirits and good humor that there may be some negatives.
Okay.
Not that I have these negatives, by
Not
the way.
you.
Not me.
Our friend.
Not me. Him.
Maybe a mutual friend.
Maybe
I don't. I'm not even.
Maybe it's the one that drives on the highway.
Maybe.
If I really had to stretch, fuck. You see. Here's the problem. Okay, here's another negative.
Please, cat got your tongue.
When you're married, your wife listens to your podcast. So you can't really say much negative about being married.
Oh, well, thank God we're talking about your friend. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I guess, with that overwhelming support, there's overwhelming critiquing, for better or worse. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Man, I'm gonna get so fucked with this episode.
You're gonna be editing. It's like, nope, delete this. You know what? Just can this. Yo, Ben, guess what? It was a bad hard drive. I spilled Mountain Dew all over the Mac.
It was Diet Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew. Yeah. Don't even do this episode. Let's just do another theme.
I'm gonna stretch.
Yes.
Lack of freedom in terms of making tangible purchases.
Okay. That's fair.
This is a semi-safe, right?
That is, yeah. That's okay.
Let's say I want to buy a giant ass TV for the house.
Yeah.
Let's say it's overpriced.
For the Super Bowl.
16K now.
60.
What are they up to? I don't know. 8K, 4K, whatever. 16K.
Yeah, something K. You wanted made out of 18K gold. Got it.
Let's say I wanted that.
Yeah.
I would have to have a discussion with my... No, sorry. This person would have to have a discussion with his partner and ask, hey, does this make sense for us to buy this unnecessarily large TV?
Yeah.
Well, we have a perfectly fine TV right now.
Exactly.
So that freedom of choice in making these decisions is restrictive when you are married.
There's some
but
limitation.
You're doing that because you're respectful of each other.
There you go. Wow. And he nailed the landing. 10 out of 10. Impeccable. That was amazing. Wow. Good save.
Thank you. Do you have another negative about being single?
I don't know if you knew this, but I had a stalker.
You had
I had a stalker? Yeah, I had a stalker.
How have I not heard the story?
I hooked up with someone, and also that's another thing. I make it very clear from the get-go what my intentions are.
Sex.
Jesus Christ. Nothing serious.
This is why I'm not single. I don't know how it works.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Lingjie. Sex.
You go to like a restaurant. I'll have one sex, please. Yeah, and a beer.
Do you have a diet sex here?
Diet sex? Yeah. Okay.
A vegan option for sex tonight?
Yes, I'll take 2 actually. Please, thank you. Can you wrap it up for me? Thanks, appreciate it. So yeah, I think it's always just best to be honest right off the bat, even if they're not happy with it. At least you can tell yourself like, hey, I didn't mislead you, and that's the thing. There's been times where like I was involved with something, and sometimes it's like they just want to like, oh, I could fix him.
Oh, like they misinterpreted what you wanted.
Like, oh, he needs more of me. It's like, no, I don't.
Disclaimer to all the females out there. Yes. This is a lot of work in front of me.
This is.
If you think you can fix this, then...
yeah. Oh, man.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, you're like Mahatma Gandhi at this point. You deserve like Nobel Peace Prize.
To your credit, I will give you a gold star. The fact that you put it out there from the beginning, I'm just here for the good time.
Yeah.
I think that's actually genuinely fair.
Not a long time. Yeah. And so we do our business, whatever. And now she's like upset because she's like, hey, like, how could you? You're trying to get with my other friend, blah, blah, blah. How could you do that after you did with me? And this is the thing. Her friend was interested in me as well.
Okay.
And the funny thing is we kind of did stuff with her friend before I did with this girl. I know you're like, that's why also you're like, Jesus Christ. That's what I'm saying. That's the world right now we're living in, Lingjie.
No. This is the world that you put yourself in. But yes,
yeah, exactly.
Try to defend yourself.
You would think if you were that girl, right? Okay, Ben clearly isn't ready to settle down. The signs are there. The tea leaves are present as we speak. She just couldn't get it. She got so upset at me about it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I need to go to church. That's another thing.
God can't save you from this.
I need a lot of God. I need God, Muhammad. I need everyone.
You need all the deities.
I need all of them, bro. I need the super league of gods and shit, of religion. And it got to the point where I remember one time I was going to work, and lo and behold, she's at the train station.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Was she coincidentally at the train station, or she was there for you?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
That part I can't say. But she was there regardless, right? Which was the weirdest timing, obviously. Life is weird. I go to her, try to acknowledge her, like, at least, just to be like, oh, are we amicable? She keeps turning around. I'm like, all right, fuck this. I've done my part.
Oh, she ignored you.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, thank God. Mm-hmm. I go down. I literally walk all the way to the last cart of the train, my man. This mofo comes and sits right next to me. It's like, we need to talk. Oh my God. I'm like, God, it's such a nice day. I actually got worried because now she pulled out paraphernalia, illegal stuff, and she, how do you say, snorts it on the train. This is 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And I'm like, holy crap. I'm actually worried.
Yeah.
Then she asked, oh, where are you going? I'm not going to reveal where I work. She told me she had to go to Hudson Yards. So I was like, okay, I got to think of the opposite direction. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to K-Town. So we get off the train. It's opposite directions, right? I walk towards my direction, right? I just look back. I see her following me. I stop and I say, hey, you're going the wrong way. It's that way. Right? Like, oh, honey.
Your Google Maps is telling you to go the wrong way.
Exactly.
Please turn around.
Check your MapQuest. See, that's another thing. These young gender, they don't understand that.
MapQuest?
MapQuest. See, you get it.
Of course.
Yeah. So now, at this point, she's like, I guess feeling the effects of whatever she's on. But I don't care. I she's just like scared. I literally just power walk away now. She's like calling me, texting me, where are you? And then she texts, I'm so sorry, can you block me? And I did it with pleasure. I was like, yes, I will block you.
She asked to be blocked?
Yeah.
Huh, that's weird.
Dude, in a way, I was like, thank God.
And that's been the end of that since then?
I hear her reach about me. I hear people in K-Town, like she's talking about.
Inquiring?
Yeah, inquiring.
She's probably listening to this podcast right now. Fuck.
Yep, there you go. See?
You know what?
Yep.
Mrs. Park. I'm going to call Park. I'm on your side.
Oh my Lord, dude.
For fear of my own life.
Yeah, you're a smart man. I see why she married you. If we're younger, that's just funny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you mean like someone stalking you when you're funny?
But now we're at her.
You think, okay.
It's like,
You can laugh it off because you're a fairly ginormous big human being.
Oh, no.
If the exact same thing happened in reverse and you were a female,
yes,
that should be fucking...
It's terrifying.
It's scary enough where you probably need to call the cops.
I had to think about that.
Once again, I'm on Miss Park's side. Through all this, I'm on her side. Just saying.
Because he has a laser red dot right on his forehead as we speak. I see it. Duck. Dude, I hear all the time where girls tell me like they're getting followed. The worst is when like a guy, for you females out there that go clubbing, a guy buys you a drink, right?
Yeah.
So the guy just like stays by. He thinks it's just like a right that he gets to talk or be with her. Like
Yeah.
I feel bad. But at the same time, I do think it's the girl's fault. It's like, then you shouldn't accept drinks.
You could accept a drink, but if you're not interested in that guy afterwards, can't you just tell them nicely? Like, hey, I appreciate the drinks. Dude. It's nice, but I don't think we're vibing as well.
See, single Lingjie, you're a gentleman. So you get, I tried my shot. Yeah. Didn't work out. Boom. On to the next, right? Some guys like, now they're like, fuck you, bitch. Like now they're just like butthurt.
Their ego is a bit,
Yeah. So it's weird, man. I've seen some wild shit, dude. But yeah. So yeah, man, it's like, it's nice to be able to just like, be at peace with your partner. It's fucking nice, dude. Like, and it's just silent or just quiet.
If you could somehow, and I guess we can use this question just to wrap up this main topic.
Yeah.
If you could somehow switch places with single to marriage and marriage to single.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Oh, dude, I'm pro marriage. I can't wait till the day I do get married. It's just, I got to make sure I do it right because of all my shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? Get it now?
Fair enough.
Yeah. What about you, man? How do you feel about all that?
I would not flip to being single.
I figured, yeah.
I've been with my wife for so long through the majority of all my roller coasters through life, both professionally and personally, that I just wouldn't make that switch. I can't imagine trying to be single, like I said before. It's such a change of mentality.
Don't you even feel it when we go out and do like, when we go to like for a podcast thing or whatever?
Yeah.
You feel it, right? It's like, oh man, it just feels weird. Yeah, my dad, he always shits about marriage, but I know deep down he loves it.
Yeah.
I see it. Like he genuinely loves my mom.
Marriage is one of those things where, to people that are married, that are not married or that are going to get married, married is not necessarily about being in a state where you're constantly happy.
Right.
It's not as if you're in nirvana with your spouse forever.
Yeah.
It's just as much of an up and down thing as if you're single.
Yeah. So
we don't really have a winner today.
Oh shit! Is this a tie then? Are you gonna say it's a tie?
I'm gonna say it's a tie
because we're using your friend.
Yes, my friend. Totally forgot.
Yes,
my friend that's peeping through the window.
Exactly.
That lives in the same house as me.
It's okay. I think I have a laser dot on my forehead. So
that's for my wife.
Oh, there you go. It's a tie.
Nice tie. Favorite segment of the whole podcast: ranting and raving.
Yes.
Speaking about scary things in life, I don't want to get sued. So we're
okay.
going to work towards incorporating this podcast into an actual legal entity, into a business, just to protect our personal assets.
Whoa, assets.
And as we're like hopefully expanding on some other side projects that we've talked about,
Yes.
I think it makes sense that we turn this into its own separate thing, put stuff on paper. As much as you know what, I don't fucking trust you. Maybe that's the reason why I want to put this on paper. They always say don't ever go into business with your friend.
Yes.
I can vouch for that. Don't ever. Is this a rant? Is this a rape? I don't even fucking know. I guess it's a rant about me, Lingjie, trying to navigate that legal process of turning this into an LLC, into its own separate entity.
Yeah, there you go.
And of course, I have no help from the person across from me because
Gang, son. I'm just gonna celebrate.
Is it weird that Ben should get 50% stake in this newly created company?
Wow, you motherfucker! Wow.
I was joking with Ben. I'm like, okay, we can split any potential imaginary revenues 50-50. But in terms of having a controlling vote, I fucking want 51-49. I want that controlling vote.
The intelligent property deciding factor.
I want to decide shit. Am I crazy?
Yeah, a little, but it's good. it's a good. You have the right kind of crazy. Because, dude, there's that kind of crazy that follows you on the train and does drugs and shit.
I love you, Mrs. Park.
Oh God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What do you got this week?
I'm gonna rant, even though I'm sure you're just gonna be like, "Fuck you." But,
I haven't even said anything.
I don't care. So, for our listeners, we just launched our business cards. Trying to be a little more professional. We're cultivating and shit. But I'm gonna just tell you, dude. I know to your standards, it wasn't good enough. Mm-hmm. But holy crap, the amount of stress of making these shitty ass business cards was so profound.
Why was it stressful?
Dude, do you know? Oh my God. For our listeners out there, going to this guy is like that movie Devil Meets Prada. I feel like the chick.
Is it Meryl Streep or Anne Hathaway? Which?
You're Meryl Streep, bro.
I'm Meryl Streep.
No shit.
Oh.
I'm Anne Hathaway. I'm your fucking bitch. It got to the point where like anytime I was trying to ask, or throwing back ideas, fuck this. Just give me this shit. Even deciding on like the font, every little detail, I'm like, holy crap. I needed nights, hours, literally. There was a couple times where I had to drink just to be like, maybe I need to relax. I drank and I was like, I need to relax. I think this is good.
You're not laying a good foundation for any potential business partners with me?
No, you know what it means? It just means that Lingjie literally has high standards, which is something I definitely, am
do not have.
Apply. Yes, I need to up my standards. So that's the one thing, but it was stressful as fuck.
What's the thing that you were saying about trying to make the rounded corners of the QR code or something?
Oh my God. So Lingjie Streep over here was like, hey, make sure for our car. So we got a vertical, you'll see, but it's vertical with rounded corners, right? We want to keep it more modern and contemporary. But my man right here was like, yo, make sure the QR code is rounded as well.
Yeah, so
like
it blends in with the actual card that's also rounded. Yeah. Aesthetics.
And then I didn't know how to fucking do it that took almost 3 nights.
It took you 3 nights to make
after work
the corners of the QR code rounded.
Fucking rounded. When you said, yo, I need it rounded, I couldn't go to you and be like, can we not? I just knew. I could hear it in your when Lingjie's mad at you, he talks less. He uses less words.
I do.
Because he's like, I'm so angry, I don't even want to waste brain cells explaining my frustration. That's how I know.
True.
This is how I know this guy too long. And I was like, yo, I can't come back with this shit empty-handed. I will get fired, but he's still going to make me do the podcast. He'll fire me from the podcast, but he'll still make me go do the podcast. And I remember he was like, yeah, man, it's so simple. Just use the vector. I had no idea what the fuck a vector was. I was like, is this some kind of math equation I have to put in? I was like, is this code? Is this that C+ language? I had no idea. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And thank God, I just kept fucking with it. I got lucky. I'm not even lying. I got lucky. I literally pressed every option and just went through everything. That's how I did it. Oh my God. I downloaded 3 QR code apps on my phone just to hold for. But yeah, it was stressful. I know to you, Lingjie, like this is such an easy task. For me, it was like, I felt like I could put this on my resume. I feel like a graphic designer. Yeah, I feel like a Canva
many
pro.
prospective business partners. I look forward to working with you guys too.
Yes, I do too. I am a pro at Canva now.
Nice episode.
Yeah.
I have 0 energy left. Very draining.
How many calories, man? 200 calories, right?
I'm not even sweating. Why are you sweating?
It's hot, bro. Yo, dude, like I think my Apple Watch is tracking the calories. I think there's one for podcast mode.
So a podcast. I do hope that you are better with your voice today. I hope you project it so I don't have to up your volume and do all this.
I really hope so too.
You said you sound like you have things in your mouth.
Oh yeah, it sounds like I have like shit in my mouth. And then when I hear myself, when I'm projecting, and then I realize that you're like, it's just moisture. I'm like, oh shit, it is. So
Yeah, your mouth is just very moist for whatever reason.
it's very moist. So like I have to like re-suck in the saliva. But yeah, I'm working on that.
All right, guys. Stay tuned. Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
fuck. I'm too tired. We'll do some more shout outs next week.
this guy needs a nap. He needs.
We'll do some more shout outs next week. If I haven't shouted you out, then maybe I'm just waiting for you to give us that 5-star review.
Then just keeping those receipts.
Call to action. If you are at this point of the podcast and you have had at least one laugh with us, we deserve a 5-star review.
Wow.
I look at the numbers, the number of unique listeners and the number of current reviews we have. It's a fucking fraction. It's like a single digit percentage. It doesn't make any sense.
Same thing you're saying. So like they'll always say like when someone makes like a YouTube video, they'll be like, "Oh, it looks like I'm getting 800,000 views, but only 10,000 of you are liking this shit."
Something like that,
yeah,
right?
the ratio.
And I know not everyone is getting to this point in the podcast. You know, some people hear 10 minutes of us and think these fucking people are annoying.
They're like, "Yo, these guys are doing a Ponzi scheme."
Thank God they don't leave us a negative review, so I guess that's a plus.
Do we get a negative? We don't have a negative, right?
I have no idea. Mrs. Park, please don't leave us a negative review.
I'm a blocker.
I'm totally on your side.
I blocked her.
I am not a man of begging, but I am a man of asking.
Yes. Aggressive ask.
Aggressive asking. I am aggressively asking you to leave us
Proactive request.
proactively, aggressively asking you to leave us a 5-star written review wherever possible.
Gang, gang.
It really does help us. If you had a couple laughs, we don't ask much of you yet. You never know. Maybe that Patreon's coming sometime in the future.
Maybe.
Do you think it would be funny if we made a Patreon?
But
But we had like just one tier and it was $800 a month. Like that's the only tier.
I dare you to make it 1,000 and see if actually someone does it. That'll be like, oh shit.
If you can only afford to give someone $1 to $5 a month, I feel like you probably should take that money and buy yourself like a boba or a cup of coffee instead.
Yeah.
People that donate on Patreon maybe should just be the ones that have too much extra cash.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
okay, yeah, definitely.
If you can donate $100 to someone and it doesn't bother you, then those are the ones that should be subscribing to our potential Patreon.
There you go. It's only for the people that just are bored and have too much of $100.
Right. I don't want to bother the people that can afford a little bit, that want to be nice.
No, that's wrong.
If you want to be nice, just leave us a 5-star review.
Yes, I've written one.
All right, guys, stay tuned for this $100 Patreon tier. In the meantime, follow us on all the social medias at Worst Asian Pod. You can follow us on every single platform. We're most active on Instagram. Feel free to slide into our DMs, say hello to both Ben and I.
Please don't stalk us.
Not to Miss Park's extent.
That's not the way to do things, guys.
I'm still on your side, Miss Park. In the meantime, guys, we'll catch you guys next week. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay
safe.
Stay safe.
Find the one. Find yourself.
See ya.
Peace.